Barack Obama. In Kenya, we feel a special connection with him because his father was a Kenyan student in America. But you're not alone in feeling it's personal. It seems the whole world is watching Obama. In the United States, he's a political celebrity and a beacon of hope. As the first African-American presidential candidate from a major political party, Obama has had to rise above racial and religious differences. I wanted to see how Obama did it, and I'm here on a personal mission.
This is the United States of America.
Barack and I were students together at Harvard Law School.
There he is, Barack Obama, who I met 20 years ago at Harvard Law School, almost the President of the United States now.
He was a voracious smoker there, so we met a lot in the smoking room. He was charismatic. People were always around him. He was a gangly guy, always with a backpack and jeans. A good listener, and always asked lots of questions about Kenya. Obama's aim was to use politics as a tool for change and become a senator. At the time, it seemed like a wild, ambitious dream. So I went to America to see what I could learn. What can Obama teach us about campaigning for a presidential election? Do we have awful leaders in Africa because we ran awful campaigns? I chose to start in Florida because it's a frontline state. It's often said the person who wins Florida wins the country. I'm coming into the Barack Obama Florida state headquarters. This is where his entire operation for the state is based. So this is Obama's creation.
Right, and go up.
Started with community work in Chicago and built a movement for change across the country. It uses the internet and mobile phones to make people feel they belong and play a part. Young, highly skilled and devoted staff run this operation. Underreact, Obama's keep cool motto, which sets the tone. I met Stephen Shale, campaign manager for Florida. One of the things that I have found is when I talk to staff is the remarkable loyalty and the remarkable affinity staff and volunteers have towards Barack Obama, the person. Mm-hmm. What he stands for, what he's gone through, what he embodies and symbolizes. And I've been debating in my head whether is it the product, the person that matters most, or is it the organization that matters most? And what is your take on that?
Oh, is it the chicken and the egg? Did Barack Obama create the movement, or did the movement create Barack Obama?
That's a good question.
I mean, I think it's been a nice sort of meeting of equals. I think that clearly this country, coming out of the last 8 years, has been looking for a vehicle for change.
Right.
And I think Barack Obama stepped into that void at the right time. We've got something in the neighborhood of 20,000 volunteers working almost every day on our neighborhood teams.
Wow.
And these are people that have jobs and kids and a life, but yet are still carving out several hours a day to do this, oftentimes spending a lot of their own money and just travel and gas.
Then I visited the field office which organizes volunteer teams. Volunteers try to make 1,000 phone calls a day to potential voters. All parties have access to phone lists, and working the phones needs armies of volunteers.
You have a great day.
And once you get to... It's called phone banking. Right.
The field operation for the Obama campaign, though, as far as I know, is larger. There's a more enthusiastic base of volunteers. This campaign is just firing up people more than any other campaign in recent history has. And because of that, we're more ready than ever this year to mobilize our base and make sure that everyone gets to the poll. They didn't get all their voters out in 2004. We're determined to get every single last person to vote somehow.
Hi, how are you, sir? Hi, my name is Maina. It's a great idea. A few minutes training and anyone can do it. And what's your name, sir? Including me. Mario. Now, Mario, are you registered to vote? Can this be replicated? Can we do this in Africa? There's no violence, there are no guns, there are no bullets, there are no knives and machetes for those of us in Africa who know machetes better. But it's military-like, under discipline. You keep hearing everybody saying, discipline, discipline, discipline. Young people telling you, I can't talk to you until I get clearance. The discipline is legendary. It's phenomenal out here. So here is a long shot candidate who beat established names. Hillary Clinton, Joe Biden, he beat Bill Richardson, people with track records and experience. But they were not as well organized. They were not as structured. They were not using 21st century tools for 21st century elections. And maybe that's why we need to focus our thinking around Barack Obama. Ian Bassin, Policy Director. He explained that money came from public donations.
Opening up those channels of communication, I think, has really empowered people to take ownership in this campaign, which is what we've seen. There are something like 2.5 million people who've donated to this campaign in small amounts, $5, $10, $20 increments. That's the kind of ownership over a campaign that Barack Obama felt was possible. You know, that's great.
Have you gotten to go into...
Going door to door is the other way to get votes.
Are you guys excited about this?
Yeah, very excited, very excited. I just pray God.
I went to Jacksonville, a poor black area, to see a neighborhood team at work and met Dr. Sheila Sharizad, a doctor who gave up her job for what she sees as a moment in history.
I'm Haitian American, and I'm passionate. I'm just passionate about Barack Obama. I think he is someone that I don't believe I ever thought of as a kid that would ever happen. It's a taboo for a black man or someone like him to be coming, to get this far. And for me, it means a lot. As a kid, I never thought of it. So now that I'm living this time, I'm excited that I'm actually in it.
Getting voters takes a lot of time, patience, and walking. But it works. In Florida, more than 300,000 new voters have been registered. Who does that? The strength of the black vote is still a big unknown. In the last election, many didn't register or didn't vote. And when they did vote, their vote didn't count. But this time, the black community is passionate about making their voice heard. Old and young.
Obama, because he black and he finna be president and he need to change the economy and change gas prices. And I want to make a change in black history for black people to, vote. And some people don't vote because the races and stuff, because you had racism in the back in the day, so they don't want McCain to be it. So I want to be Obama because he black and he gonna do it and make a change. Yeah.
So it made me wonder, does this campaign get through to the ordinary Joe? I decided to conduct my own kind of survey. Here by the beach, which is maybe one of the reasons I chose Florida, after all. I'm doing a documentary on the elections. Can I ask you some questions? You're from Scotland. What are you doing out here? Hi all. Are you from Florida? Yeah, you're a tourist like me. Hi. How you doing?
Actually just registered.
In Florida. You're the kind of guy I want to talk to. Are you thinking about who you're going to vote for?
I'm still up in the air.
Are you both registered?
Yes.
Good. Receiving visits and phone calls from either of the campaigns at all?
Mailings.
Mailings?
Some things in the mail.
But they've not called you up at all? I spent some time...
Possibly on the cell phone, but those calls I won't take if I don't recognize the
number.
number.
Is that right? Yeah.
Obama.
You're voting for Obama? And yourself?
Yes.
Are you strong Obama or mild
Strong
Obama?
Democratic.
It's the personal touch and the personal involvement that has made Obama's campaign so successful. Once you sign up to the campaign on the internet, you receive emails almost on a daily basis, and they appear to come from Barack Obama himself. Let's see if Barack Obama has sent me an email today. His core supporters have an almost cultish devotion to Barack Obama. So here it is today. The smears and lies about Barack. They don't just trust his campaign, they feel like they own it. This is a charismatic leader, a skillful organizer with an inspired political message. To reach out to voters he can definitely teach us something about how to do politics.
She won some few races.
One last thing to do. I decided to try out the personal touch to the limit. Could I meet my old friend? Would he remember me?
I'm not going to give up. I'm too tough to give up.
I took my chances at Shawnee State University in Ohio. and got up front with a group of Kenyan students. Security is tight, snipers on the roof, men in black suits and earpieces. It's a balance between getting personal and being safe. Here he comes.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, guys. How you doing? I'm doing good. Good luck. Yes, absolutely. How you been?
You're all right.
What you doing these days?
I'm at Wilson Center.
How are you?
I'm studying you, actually. I am, really.
It's very nice to see you.
Good to see you, and all the best.
Good to see you.
I'm really proud of you.
So there it is, the personal touch. He remembers where he came from, as well as having his sights firmly fixed on where he's going. Kenya's most famous expert may become the most powerful man in the world. But it gives us much more than that. Barack Obama has shown us how to rise above division and be a truly national leader.